It is the weekend again, and so I am in charge of dinners, and I had the idea to do baked potatoes and with like lots of toppings. So I have all of this broccoli from the garden that really needs to get used. So we're going to use that. And we are going to cook up some bacon. And the pièce de résistance for this meal is going to be a roasted garlic cheese sauce. And what I did is earlier, I took a bunch of the garlic from last year and from this year's garden, this year's harvest, that the ones that got nicked as I was digging them up, or they were starting to separate, so they need to get used up sooner than later. So I just cut off their ends and took off some of the excess paper, but left most of it on, and put them in this cast iron skillet, covered them with a nice layer of olive oil and some salt, and just put them in the oven for about an hour at 300 degrees. And they are now soft and delicious looking right here, with all kinds of super tasty oil as well, which we will definitely save. So first things first, let's go ahead and get, oh, and then the other thing that I did is I have in the my air fryer oven right now, I have potatoes in foil baking, and all I did with them is I washed them. I cut off the ends because they're store-bought potatoes and they're a little on the older side. So I just wanted to make sure that like the ends are usually where they start getting the little gray spots and stuff. So I cut those off, and any like really obvious spots that were looking bad. Covered them with olive oil and some salt, pepper, and garlic seasoning. Rolled it around, wrapped them up in the foil, and put them in the oven. They have been in the oven at 385 for about 40 minutes. So they should be getting pretty close to being done now, which is why I'm going to finish the rest of them now. So let's get started with getting this broccoli all prepped here. And I am just going to steam this with some butter, salt, and pepper. Let me get a pan for that. Just checking my potatoes here. They definitely feel like they need some more time. Probably another 15 minutes. I just took all of the garlic out of their skins and out of the oil, and I separated the oil into this little guy right here, or strained it into there. So we are definitely not going to use all of this for our sauce, but we will use a good chunk of it, and some of them got just beautiful color on them. I had some really, really large cloves. I cut them in half, and so they were actually touching the bottom of the pan, so they got that nice caramelization on them. All right, I am going to get the bacon going in that pan. Might as well make use of it. And a little garlic oil on our bacon never hurt anything. There's nothing worse than broccoli that gets too cooked, so we are going to turn that off. It's still a lovely green color. Hopefully it will stay that way. I'm actually going to leave the lid off. And then we are going to get our sauce going. So normally I just use butter, but I mean, goodness gracious, we have this gorgeous oil. We're going to use it. And all I'm doing is making a bechamel here. Which means that we will need some flour. Let this cook for a minute. Get that raw flour taste out. This pan was really overkill because I'm only making about a cup and a half or so of this. And then we're just going to let this cook until it comes to a boil and thickens a bit. Add some salt and pepper. This has thickened up already, and I have turned off the heat. Our potatoes are pretty much finished. The larger ones not quite, but the smaller ones will be fine. And I made way more than we need. Now with the heat off, we're going to add our cheese. And some of our roasted garlic. I'm just going to mash it up here a bit. See what we think of this. We're going to try the cheese sauce. That's really good. It could use more of the garlic though. So I'm going to put another big chunk in. Oh, that's so good. Yum. All right. Bacon is almost done. Potatoes are done. Broccoli's done. I think all of the bits and pieces are done. Oh, let me chop up a few green onions to go on top. These guys unwrapped. Gonna open them up just a little bit. Well, okay, that one's gonna open up a lot. So we get the toppings all over. Cheese sauce first. And there we have it. Time to go eat. Tonight's dinner is not being made in my kitchen. Clearly, I am in my car right now, and that is because I just went and picked up our dinner at Red Robin. And I will be honest, I definitely thought about not just filming another dinner that I make down the road somewhere and putting them together and saying they were both made on this weekend. But I want to be real and honest. And so I decided to let you know that this was our second meal of this weekend. I was outside today for about 5 hours in the very hot sun, working on a very physically strenuous project, which you're going to see soon, so stay tuned. But I'm exhausted. Everything hurts from the top of my head to the tips of my toes. The prospect of making dinner was just a no go today. Even though, I have freezer meals that are supposedly just for this occasion. You still have to do something. You still have to cook it, and there's still dishes, and it was not going to happen today. So takeout it was. We don't do takeout very often, or you even go out to dinner very often. It's just no particular reason. It's not really our thing. But, so I just wanted to let you know, if you are in that situation and you have a big garden with produce coming in and you have a stocked pantry and you've got freezer meals and you just don't feel like cooking, it's okay. Go get takeout. Go out for dinner. It's all right. That is what we are doing today. We are going to thoroughly enjoy our meal. I got the barbecue Whiskey River barbecue chicken wrap. David got the scorpion burger. It's going to be delicious with no dishes. So, cheers.